Hey everyone, it's Allie and welcome back to another installment of Watch Me Try to Film This in One Take. Today I'm going to be going over Gourmand fragrances. Now this is a category in fragrance that I'm personally super into. I love smelling really sweet. I love smelling foodie. All in all, I just really enjoy Gourmand fragrances. They're quite addictive, and I mean, who doesn't like smelling like a snack? I have 5 picks from my collection that I'm super into. These are 5 picks that I think people should really go out and at least try. They're not all the gourmands in my collection, but these are just 5 that I really wanted to highlight with one honorable mention. And the honorable mention is the one that I'm going to start with first. And the honorable mention is one from Duo Fragrances, and it is their most recent release. It was called a Gourmand Affair. It does come in a 100 ml bottle, and it sits in a box like this. The fragrance, oh, there goes the box. Oh my God, I can't edit that out because one take. This is what it looks like. It's really beautiful. It's got this really beautiful gradient. It's like a dark green that goes up to like a more limey green. It's so beautiful in person. I honestly love the 100 ml bottles from Dua. I've been really living for these, and I was so excited for this one. When I saw Massam was going to release a Gourmand Affair, I immediately knew I was going to buy it. So I just went ahead and got it the day that it launched. This one has notes of tangerine, coconut flesh, coconut water. You've got heliotrope, vanilla, a cupcake accord, orchid amber, and white musk. And you guys, this is such an interesting, beautiful, unique vanilla. If you are a fan of gourmands, but you have a hard time wearing them in the summertime because the heat in your area might be really overbearing, this is going to be like a perfect summertime gourmand year round, but like this would work beautifully in the summertime. This is literally stunning. And it's really interesting because it's not like your typical gourmand. This one almost gives me an aquatic effect because of that coconut water note that's in this. It really does make it feel like you're drinking like a coconutty vanillic drink on a tropical island somewhere. It's coconutty for sure. It's really pronounced. So if you're if you're a lover of coconut, then this is going to be a really good one for you. But you really get the creamy smoothness of that coconut flesh coming through. The tangerine brightens it up, and it brightens it up with that coconut water accord that adds a sort of tropical drink effect to it, in my opinion. The cupcake accord is there, but it's a very smooth vanilla smelling, almost like a frosted effect. It's really quite beautiful. Honestly, this reminds me of sitting on a beach somewhere on a tropical island, drinking some coconut water that has some sweetness to it. That's what I get from this. When I do spray it, I do get this sort of woody backbone, but that sort of starts to dissipate after 5 or 10 minutes, and you're left with this really intoxicating coconut scent that's reminiscent of like coconut water and like tropical sweets. It's a really interesting one, and I highly suggest checking this one out, especially if you've been looking for a gourmand that you can wear in the summertime. This is honestly a beautiful option, and I'm really, really happy to have this one in my collection. I honestly wish I would have got a backup bottle of this one. It's just really beautiful, you guys. My lovers of vanilla especially, check this one out. My lovers of coconut, get your hands on this. 10 out of 10. I love this one right now. The next one that I'm going to talk about is one that is super just amazing. I don't see a lot of people talk about it. It's gotten a little bit more hype, I think, within the last year or so. I've had this one for quite a while. This is my second bottle of it. It's quite a small bottle. The only downside is that this does come only in a 30 ml little bottle, but this one is from Elie, and this one is called Love and Crime. Now, Love and Crime, you guys, this one gets compared a lot to Lyra by Xerjoff, and I can kind of see the comparison, but Lyra is more on the orangey gourmand side. This is a more lemon gourmand fragrance. When I smell Love and Crime, I honestly get the most beautiful, fluffy lemon cake that's topped with like the most delicate powdered sugar and small pieces of cacao nibs. That's what I get when I smell this fragrance. It's so delicious. So fluffy, so smooth. There's a little bit of spice behind this one. You've got notes of mandarin, pink pepper, sugar, star anise, floral notes, vanilla, and cacao. And all of that combines to give you almost a photorealistic piece of fluffy cake, like I said, with some delicate powdered sugar sprinkled on top of it and little bits of cacao. It's so addictive, so beautiful. This works so nicely on skin and clothes, and this is so addictive. Honestly, this is such a compliment getter. This is amazing in cold weather. I love wearing this in the fall. I love wearing this in the evenings, especially for nights out. This is just a really gorgeous gourmand fragrance where I feel like Lyra smells more like floral snickerdoodle cookies that have candied orange pieces. This is the most delicious piece of lemon cake you will ever have in your life, and you really need to check this one out, especially if you're a lover of gourmand fragrances. And if you're a lover of Lyra, this isn't identical to Lyra, but it's in the same vein, so this feels like it could be a cousin to Lyra, but this is so much better and lasts so much longer. And the only downside is that it comes in such a small bottle. I wish they came in bigger bottles because I would buy this in a huge bottle in a heartbeat. But either way, I'm happy to just keep repurchasing this little beauty. And that one is called Love and Crime by Elie. I can't get my words out today. Sorry, I've had a really crazy morning. I just found out someone near and dear to my heart. So there's some stuff going on. So I'm kind of like, if I'm stumbling a lot more than normal, it's only because I keep having I have things going through my head right now. I'm just trying to keep it together today, trying to keep it positive, trying to get through my filming. But it's been a crazy day, you guys. It's been a crazy day. But anyway, don't want to be a Debbie Downer. The next one we're going to talk about is one from Philosophy. And this is probably the most inexpensive one from the bunch. And such a beauty. I've talked about this one so many times in the past, and I will keep talking about this one. It's affordable. It's delicious. It's that damn good, you guys. This is Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy. You guys, gorgeous. Instant compliment getter. So delicious, so creamy, so silky, so lactonic. So comforting, so beautiful overall. This is such a stunning fragrance, and for the price point, you guys, this is so good. Don't confuse this one for the normal Fresh Cream, because there's Fresh Cream and then there's this one, Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. Warm Cashmere is where it's at. This is like wearing your favorite sweater in the fall time. It's so comforting. It's so inviting. This one has notes of vanilla, coconut, cashmere wood. You've got sandalwood and musk, and you guys, this is so divine. This honestly will leave everyone around you asking what you're wearing. I wore this in my old job a couple times, and one of the girls I was working with was so infatuated by this fragrance. She ended up going and buying it, and it was what she wore all the time to work. And every time I walked past her, I was like, I would always stop and ask her, what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Because it was so gorgeous, and it would leave me wanting more. And it was always this after that. She was so in love smelling it on me. She went and bought it for herself, and then I immediately was always just swooning around her every time I would walk by because she smelled that dang good. If you want to smell like the most delicious, comforting, almost lactonic-y vanilla that just screams hug, do yourself a favor and get yourself Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. This is such a stunning beauty, and for the price point, you really can't beat it. Go ham spraying this all over. I get great longevity with this one. I have no problems. This will last me my whole dang day. I'll spray it on my skin, I'll spray it on clothes, I'll spray this beauty on everything. Definitely check this one out, you guys. Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy. The next one that I'm going to talk about is one from Shea and Blue. This is one I really do enjoy. This one is called Salt Caramel. You guys, this is beautiful. You've got just a few notes in this one. Caramel, sea salt, tonka bean, and sandalwood. It's a very simplistic sort of composition, but it's so well done. This is really addictive. I love wearing this. It makes me feel so sophisticated when I wear this. It's a caramel forward fragrance with sea salt, but it has a sort of burnt caramel effect because the tonka bean mixing in with that sandalwood almost gives it like this sort of burnt caramel effect. But there's something really addictive about it. It's a little soft, it's powdery. It's probably not the craziest, longest lasting fragrance. I get about 6 or so hours on my skin, but quite a bit longer on clothes, so I just go ham when I spray it. But this is so, so beautiful. Very caramel, with a slight saltiness that it adds to the skin, and this sort of almost slightly burnt effect that's actually pretty addictive. It's a really interesting one. It's really hard to describe other than like you've got to try it for yourself, but it has like this really sophisticated feel because of the tonka bean and sandalwood giving this sort of slight burntness to the caramel, and the slight freshness that the sea salt adds. Really an interesting gourmand, and honestly super underrated. Definitely check this one out. Also on the affordable side. So yeah, really good one. Salt Caramel by Shea and Blue. The next one that I'm going to talk about is one that's a little bit more on the pricey side. I personally really like this. I feel like people are really going to love or hate this particular fragrance, but there's a secret to wearing this fragrance, and that is Ylang Gold by Martin Miclef. I do really love this one. I've barely touched this bottle from the looks of it, only because I have a travel size that I'm working through. That's why this one looks so full, but I do wear this one and I've worn it quite a few times. Sometimes if I want the shimmer effect, I'll go for this one. I'll like spray my travel size and then like go with this one and spray just to get the like crazy shimmer that you get off of this one. But this is a really beautiful one. This is the secret to wearing this particular fragrance is you have to wear this in high heat in summer. This is a gourmand that you can wear in summertime. High heat, this is the most appropriate time. If you wear this in winter, fall, or cool weather, trust me, you are going to hate it because you're going to be like, this doesn't last at all. The secret to this fragrance, I feel like, is wearing it in high heat. You have notes of, well, fruity notes, peach, lychee, sage, tangerine, artemisia. You have rosemary, ylang ylang, rose, vanilla, coconut. You have musk and oak moss, and a few other notes in this as well. This has quite a long list of notes, but those are just some of the ones I wanted to highlight. And aside from the bottle being like beautiful, it's a stunning bottle, but then again, all of Martin Miclef's bottles are very stunning. This one, like I said, needs to be worn and experienced in summer. When I spray this, I get the most beautiful yellowy floral notes. That's what I get when I smell this. I get yellow floral notes, but this develops as soon as it opens. It's that floral bang in your face. You get slight fruitiness that comes through, but it's an indistinguishable sweetness that comes from the fruity accords. I can't really pinpoint what fruit, but I can tell there's a fruity note in this. As it sits on the skin and starts to develop, it starts becoming custard-like, and it's almost like a really light, delicate custard gourmand on the skin with slightly floral nuances on the background. And when I tell you that this blooms in summer heat, I'm telling you, get ready for everyone to turn their heads and ask what you're wearing. This is that kind of fragrance, but you will not experience that effect unless you wear this in the summertime. Like I said, I keep saying it over and over, you must wear this in high heat in summer in order to appreciate the beauty that this is. This smells tropical, this is sweet, this is vanillic. It really does smell like the most beautiful, delicious custard you could be having like on a tropical vacation. That's literally what this smells like. If you are a fan of the way that sounds, get yourself this one for the summertime. Stunning, 10 out of 10. But like I said, the only downside is you really gotta wear this in summer in high heat. If you wear it in any other season, I feel like, girl, bye. You're gonna be returning it or trying to sell it. Definitely need to wear this in high heat summer. And yeah, that is Ylang Gold by Martin Miclef. the last one that I'm going to be talking about, and I'm sorry if you're hearing crazy noises, my cats are downstairs being little jerks. They're like opening cabinets and like doing crazy stuff. So if you're hearing weird noises, that's what's going on right now. It's my dang cat. He's opening the dang door downstairs. They're trying to get into where I have my trash can. Ugh. Anyway, so people that have cats know what I'm talking about. They can be jerks sometimes. I love my cats and I love my dogs. But my cats, especially my kitten, is a jerk. And he knows he is. But he's so damn cute. I have to forgive him every single time. The last one I'm going to talk about is called Vanessa C. And this one is by Maison Tahit, I think is how you pronounce it. This is a really gorgeous one. Caramel, coconut, milk, vanilla. You've got Peru balsam, sandalwood, and cedar. Notice that there was a lot of coconut in this video. I almost feel like I could have done like a whole coconut themed video. But coconut just works really well. I don't know. And some of these, the coconut note is very subdued and you can't even pick up on it. And some of them, like the ones I've told you that have a prominent coconut note, obviously it's much more prominent. But this one is just so, so beautiful. I've talked about this one a little bit in the past before in some of my other videos. This is a gorgeous, smooth, caramel, sort of woody, very upscale Gourmand fragrance. The cedarwood really is prominent in the opening, but if you give it about 10-15 minutes, it really starts to settle down, but it is pretty prominent. In the beginning, when you first spray it doesn't really smell as Gourmand because the cedar kind of throws you off a little. It's very pronounced, but it smooths out really beautifully because of that milkiness and the vanilla with that caramel. It really smooths it out. It's just in the opening, I find it kind of strong and a little odd. But this, if you guys are familiar with Zara's Rich Warm Addictive, this is in the same vein as Rich Warm Addictive, but this is so much better, sweeter, smoother, more refined, more grown, longer lasting. It's definitely not identical, but definitely in the same vein. If you are a fan of Rich Warm Addictive and you can't find it anymore because it's discontinued or so hard to get, and you wanted something similar to it, do yourself a favor and get Vanessa C. This is so dang good, so delicious, so grown, so sophisticated. It gives me all the same vibes as Rich Warm Addictive by Zara, but a better version of it that's more gourmand and without the tobacco note. Definitely a beautiful one, and I really like it. Like I said, it's smooth, it's sexy. This one is so seductive. This one is such a Netflix and chill sort of gourmand scent. This is gonna make people want to be closer to you. And if that's something that you're looking for, something that is very intimate like, but also projects and really gives you your bang for your buck, then check this one out. Definitely more on the affordable niche side end, and such a little gem. Get this one in your collection if you are a fan of scents like Rich Warm Addictive. This one is Vanessa C by Maison Tahit. I hope I said that right. And yeah, that is my list of my gourmand videos. I hope you guys liked it. I am sorry if I was a little weird today or if my cats were being loud and disrespectful down there. But yeah, he's literally like opening another cabinet. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys ever want to connect with me, I will link my Instagram and everything down below. Till next time, you guys, I hope you are all staying safe and having a good time. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.